guys, welcome back. It's your girl Nancy here again, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today we'll be having lots of gist and talking about the Korean culture, the Korean fashion, education, and all of that. But first, if you're an old-time subscriber, thank you so much for joining us. If you're a new-time subscriber, what are you waiting for, honey? Click on that subscription button, click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we post. Thank you for doing this with us. Now let's get into the video. By the title of this video, you already know what I'm about to say, what I'm about to talk about today. Yes, let's go into it. Let's go into this tea. So, for some reason, when you tell people, oh, I love Korea, or I love anything Korean, people want to term it or bring it down into, oh, it's just because of K-pop and K-dramas. And I feel like, not really, because it's like you are discrediting Korea and all they are known for just for two particular industry, which I feel like that's not nice, because you don't know so much about them. You feel like everybody is in love with that country because of those two reasons. And today I'm going to be taking you through a journey, and maybe for some reason you join this train because so many of us love Korea not because of K-pop and K-dramas. So today I'm going to be showing you why. Now, aside from the two industries that everybody is known for, like Koreans are known for, which is K-drama and K-pop, their culture is just so beautiful to see and to watch. One thing that I keep saying that I like about these people is that they have found a way to not make the Western culture take over theirs. In as much as the Western culture is like changing people left, right, and center, Korea has been able to keep their culture and tradition intact. It doesn't mess with it. Another thing I love about them is their respect for their elders. They don't joke with respect. And also they know the importance of family. They take that so serious. They know the importance of family, friendship. They don't joke with their ancestors. Like anything ancestral, Koreans don't play with it. One, let's talk about the scenery, the view that you get when you see anything Korean. The first time that I started, I was a fan of BTS for years, and I wasn't learning their culture. Nothing, I didn't want to know about it. I just was a fan of the boys. But as soon as I saw Nami Island in a movie, I was like, what is this place? I became so curious that, like, just look at the architect, the way their buildings look, the architectural designs of it, like the scenery is just so beautiful. Nami Island, my goodness, so beautiful. The scenery of Korea, 100% awesome. Jeju Island, like what? Have you been there? Have you seen it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see how beautiful it looks? Like, Korea is just so beautiful. The view, the ambience, everything is just so beautiful for words. I just feel like people don't really look at this that much. So they just, oh, is this gonna? Nah, fam. It's not just because of K-pop and K-drama. Have you seen this building? Like, where else have you seen these buildings? Like, the second thing I'm about to talk about is them food. Let's get right into this food. Another thing that got my attention into learning about the Korean culture that I feel like people really don't talk about is the food, bro. Like, it's the food. Listen, as soon as I get to Korea and I step my feet on that land, the first time I'm going to the streets, fam. Like, I'm going to the streets. Street food, that's me, bro. We're taking sorry, guys. Okay, disclaimer. I am still learning Korean, so my pronunciation might come up wrong, but I know that I made hemol paja and kimbap 2 days ago, and it tasted, listen, that's my favorite meal now. You can't tell me nothing. And then there's this other one, tteokbokki. I think that's tteokbokki. I can't pronounce it. I still don't know how to pronounce it properly, but Their food, I'm a foodie, so you get me. Their food is just 100%. Listen, it looks scrumptious. And do you know how long it will take someone to plate a food like this? The way they plate their food gets me every time. So before you say, oh, she loves Korea because of K-pop and K-drama, nah, fam. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Like, I'm going to the street, bro. Like, that's the first thing I'm going to be doing as soon as I get to Korea. Like, get me the rice cake, get me the corn dog. I want everything. And then there's this one that the beef, that the grill the beef, bro. I'm like give them all to me. Give them all to me. I'm ready. So yes, the food, awesome. The food, let's get it. I bet you don't know that Korea is one of the highest ranking, has one of the highest ranking educational system in the world. I guess you don't know that. Their educational system is so impeccable. Like, I have a friend who schools there, and when he gives me an insight, like when we talk and he gives me, like, he tells me how the educational system is over there, it's no joke. It's no joke. And the educational system is measured by, the performance of the standardized tests that they carry out. And I bet you don't know that most of the people that you see that you go, oh, K-pop star, they have IQs that are way out of normal. Like, we have RM of BTS, whose IQs are around 148. And for a normal person, it's 100. If I have an IQ of 148, bro, do you know what I'll be doing? Like, that's me being so smart. That's me being so smart, bro. And also, I think there's an actor, there's a K-drama actor that also has Song Joong-ki. He was the guy. He's the guy in the K-drama Vincenzo movie. His IQ too, off the roof. This other guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know if it's Taeyong, or I don't know if that's the pronunciation for the name. Okay, Taeyong. He was the villain in Vincenzo as well. That guy, his IQ too, off the roof. When you see all of this, and then people still bring down that to just K-drama and K-pop, it offends me. Like, there is so much more. There's so much more. Have you seen the libraries? God, Jesus. The libraries are to die for. If I go to one of these libraries, like if I have one of these libraries here, just look at the library. Look at how a library looks like. Look at how a library looks like. Like, I would have an IQ that would be out of this world if I found a place to read like this. This is just so beautiful to see. Just so beautiful to see. This, just look out. I'm sleeping here all day if I have this library. This type of library is where I am. I'm sleeping in the library all day, because the same thing that I was saying about the scenery, the view. You don't get bored in places like this. It's just so beautiful. Now let's talk about the fashion. One thing that intrigued me about the fashion is I love their wedding attire. I love how it looks. I love how beautiful it looks. I love how, colorful it looks, with all the thingy they put, and then they put in the, what's it called? Yeah. On the hair, and then she holds this thing, and it's just so beautiful to see. And they're just so fashionable. Like, the way they put on the trench, the coats, the coat, the way they put fashion together, it's crazy. It's mind-blowing to me. So I just feel like this whole attitude of saying that, no, it's just K-pop and K-drama. Yes, it's part of it. It's part of it, but restricting restricting the success of a whole nation to just to industry and making it look like there's nothing more in that country to see than just the two industries. It's kind of, I don't want to use words that are not acceptable, but I just feel like it's not nice to use such words for a country that has achieved so much, and don't make it look like people who want to, who have seen what they like and want to go over there. It's like, it's just childish. Like, no, the educational system is off the roof. The food, we can't forget the food. We can't forget the food now. The food, amazing. I've tried to make just two, and I tasted it, blew my mind. The whole view, the scenery, the ambience, the architectural design. Like, they think, even as a dancer, when I see choreographies from Koreans, like, I'm blown. Like, they dance like they have no bones in their body. And I hope that with this video, you are convinced and not confused that most people, even if they like K-drama and K-pop, their love for the culture of the Korean people is more than those two industries. It's more than that. It's more about the culture and the tradition. It's more about the food. It's more about the educational system, how it's been handled. It's more about the fashion. Is another, that's a whole different, it's like they have so many things that make people so intrigued by them that they want to, book my next flight. My next flight, I'm going to Seoul. I'm going to Busan. It's not just because of the movie and the music. So I hope that you guys learned something today, and that hopefully you can join us on this train. See you same time next week.